Hi guys, I thought as I was doing some like chores in the kitchen, I would talk about some like baby names, just because I don't know, it's fun to talk about baby names. There's so many names out there. Sorry, I'm filling my water bottle. And this is my pure water. I use it out of the sink and then I put it through my filter and then it comes really good, clean water. And then I just fill it up in my water bottle and it tastes so good. And I've talked about this in another vlog about this water machine. So let's get into this video. I want to talk about some baby names. Like, I already have some baby names that we have, like, both me and my husband have agreed on naming our future on kids. We have 4 boys' names set out. Now there's 3 because he used one. And then we have 4 girls' names. Not saying that we'll have 8 kids, just so that we have even amount of names, because you don't know, we might have all boys, we might have 3 girls if we go for 4. So, but this is a series I think I've done maybe 1 or 2. I can't think. But this is so fun. And this one is the forgotten baby girl names. It's so fun to to think about babies' names. I love them. I know some people judge some names, but I do love names. And then I love going, like when I'm at Target, I have to go down the baby aisle, have to see what's new for baby clothes. I just love it. Yes, I do want more kids. I do have the baby blues, do have the baby fevers, whatever you want to call it. But let's go into the video and talk about some baby names. So, and this has like the origins, and then some of them have the meanings and when they were popular. So I thought this is fun. So I'm saying, if you have used these names, I like these names. It's just I can't use them. Well, we already have names picked out, but I found them after we already had these names picked out. But some of them are really that I have on multiple lists are so cute and unique, and they're like, I don't know, cute, and I never would have thought of naming my kid this. So the first one is Rosa. Sorry. So that obviously is a Latin name, meaning basically rose. I love the name, but like I had my foster sister, her middle name was like Rose, and then she named her daughter's middle name as Rose. So it's just like weird if I use it as well, but I think it's really beautiful. It was popular. It was like in the top 200 popular baby names from the 1920s to the 1960s. But it is, I believe, still a pretty popular middle name though. The next name, I love this name. It just, I would have to find like a longer version because it's a cute nickname, is Luna. And obviously it's Italian and the meaning is the moon. It was in the top 1000s from I think 1960s, and then it like fell off as a name, but I think it's still such a beautiful name. Like, but I would still want to use and get like a longer name because it's such a cute like nickname. This one, I think it's cute. It's just personally not my style. Is Elfie. It's English meaning deceptive form of Euphemia. I think it's a beautiful name. It's just not my style of names or like a route that I would go down to naming my kid. But I think it's still a beautiful name. The next one is Della. It's a beautiful name. Don't get me wrong about that. But it's close to the name Bella. And it's from, the origin is English. It's meaning the nobility. And its peak of popularity was the beginning of the 1900s. And then it slowly declined as a popular name. And it completely fell off the charts by 1970s. But I think it's still such a beautiful name. Sorry. But not for me. I don't know. It's just not a name for me. I thought I would just sit down and finish this list off so I'm not distracted with the noise and doing stuff. So the next one is the name Flora. I think it is a pretty name and it's from Latin origins. It means flower. And it was also popular from the early 1900s to about the 1950s. So, and then it slowly fell off, just like the name above also fell off the charts by the 1970s. But I couldn't use this name, because my friend from growing up, her name is Flora. So it's pretty close to the Flora, so I can't use that name, even though I love the name. That also gives it away why I can't. And then the next name will also is the same. The name is Eloise. It's such a beautiful name. I think of, what is it, that book that you read? Let me look it up. I think it's called Eloise. Eloise in the Plaza or something like that, I think. Growing up, we would always, we would, read that book. So, I knew that book and its own origin of German. And it's like a form of the name Elizabeth, which is actually my middle name. And it was super popular in the 1920s to about 1970s, and then it just disappeared. But I wouldn't be able, because when we had my son, my husband's friend had their daughter, and they named her Eloise. So now we really can't use that. No, I'm not that kind of person that'll want to use someone that we know's name. It's different if it's a family member who has passed, or I don't know, something, but I just couldn't use that name again because it just gets confusing in your friend circles. Eloise, growing up, there was 2 Maddies, and then there was a 3rd Maddie that came along on our street growing up. So it was always Big Maddie, Little Maddie, Middle Maddie, whatever. So it was kind of hard. So I can never use a name that someone close to us has used. Next name is Willie. The origin is German, is with it meaning is with the gilded helmet. And I believe it's short for like Wilma. That, so you can call her Willie. But with the name Wilma, it was at the top, like, and Willie, it was at the top 100s for popular girls' names until the mid 30s of the 1930s, and then it fell off to like the thousands in the 1970s. But it's such a beautiful name. But I could not name my daughter Wilma. I like the name Willie, but I feel like if I had a girl and her name was Willie, I think she might get picked on. But I like the name. But I think I would love that nickname, but like for my son. We'll see. Another one is, I think you pronounce it Dovie or Dovie. It comes from the origin of American. The meaning is unknown. I don't know what it really means other than maybe something to do with like a dove. But this name's popularity like fell off by the 1945s, and ever since then has really been forgotten. I haven't ever heard of it, and then it came across and I'm like, do I still love it? It's not a name for me, I would say, but there's so many names that might not be for me, but they are beautiful names still, though. Della is the name. It's a Greek name. It's meaning the person from Delcos, which is, I think, like a island off of the ocean around Greece. And it was popular in the year 1900s, coming up to like the 270s in the popularity for girl names. But it barely was clinging to the charts by the 80s, 90s, the 1900s of that. But then it completely went very low by the early 2007. I've never really heard of it, but I think it's a really cute name. This other name is so close to one that I really, really like. Is Mariah or Mariah. It's Myria. It's a beautiful name. It's Greek. Its meaning is sweet smelling oil, which is a little weird, but it's a beautiful name. It was in the top like 300 for popular girl names until like the mid 1900s. Then it just fell off and never was really used. Sorry. I don't know if I think this is such a cute little, I don't know, grandma name, is Ina. It's in English origin, sorry. The meaning is unknown, but it was popular in the early 1900s, and then it quickly lost its popularity by the 50s, and then it was completely gone by the 60s. The next name is like pretty much my name. So my name is Maddie, but this is a nickname, Milty. It's a nickname for Martha or Matilda. But my nickname is Matilda. My grandma calls me Matilda. If you know the movie, you know. The origin is, I believe it's like English. Meaning, I haven't been able to find any meaning for that name. Popularity was that it began to be popular in like the 1900s and less popular by the 1920s and 30s. And then it was completely off the charts by the 1940s. And some of these names are so cute. Some of them you actually like see as nicknames. Like I've seen some of the YouTubers, some like celebrities, like they use these names or something similar to this. So this name is Letty. The origin is English, meaning joy and gladness. For popularity, I couldn't find anything about the popularity, but I think it's such a beautiful name. But I think a lot of people actually use that nickname from Charlotte. The next name is Rosaline. Hence why I can't use it. Rose still has that in it. It comes from French origins. The meaning is a beautiful rose. It's the top 200 popularity girl names from the early 1900s to about 1945, which I think it's still a beautiful name. The next name is Elva. It's Irish, meaning little rock. It's so cute. In 1974, in this year, by this year, Elva was officially became a name to be forgotten. But I still know that name. And I think it's a beautiful name. The next name is Tenny. I could not find any origin meaning, but it did get popular in the early 1900s until about the 1923 year mark, and then it was forgotten. But I think it's so beautiful, that name, Tenny. So beautiful. I don't know. It sounds like you're saying Tennessee. Tenny. I'm going to Tenny. Just like us people from California call it Cali, but not a lot of people do. The next name. Oh my gosh, I have so many names. This will be the girl part of forgotten girl names. I'll do forgotten boy names soon, so stay out for that one. And I'll try to list most of these names in the description down below, in case if you want to use any of these names for your kids or future kids, take note for them. I just love baby names. They're so cute. So the next one is Eddie or Ettie. It's Ettie. The origin is French, meaning like little. Popular chart was between the 1900s to about the 1914s. The next name is Ariella, which is from origin is Latin, meaning golden, and it was popular from the 1950s to about the 2012, and then it just basically disappeared. It's Aurelia. But it's a beautiful name and very unique. Lovey. I don't know. I could not use this. Well, I think the Kardashians' grandkids call their grandma Lovey, but also like it's a toy, like a little stuffed animal that little kids get as a infant, and they're called Loveys. So I just couldn't name my kid that. The origin is American, and its meaning is loved one. It was popular between the early 1900s to about 1945. Then not so much. This name, it's so beautiful, is Sorana. It's Sophronia. Origin is a Greek name, meaning wise, sensible. This popular girl name graced the charts until about the 1909s, before it just disappeared and wasn't used. Probably because it's like Sophie and Veronica put together. But it's such a beautiful name, though. This next name is... I couldn't use it. It's really close to a name that I do like. So that's why I just can't use it. Is Emmeline. It's an English name meaning work. It was popular from the 1911s to 1915s, so about like 4 years of popularity. Emmeline made an appearance on the chart, then it disappeared until 2012, and then it kind of got a little bit popular, but it was once a forgotten name. Benny. This is a nickname that I call my son. So that's obviously why I can't name my kid this. But the origin is Hebrew. It means the son of my right hand. This girl's name, Benny, disappeared off the charts by 1955. Then it was pretty much forgotten. So this next name is like really close to one of my sister's names. So also why I can't name my kid this. It is Evelina. So the origin is Slovakian, meaning the form of Evelyn. So it's a form of the name Evelyn. My sister's name is Evelyn. And then my husband's grandma's name is Evelyn. This baby's name was popular, and then it disappeared by the 1908. But it's a cute name, Evelina, but so close to my sister's name. I hope you enjoyed hearing some of those forgotten baby girls' names. There are so many names out there. Like, I just love them. So I hope you loved this little sit down talking about baby names. I'll see you in another video. Bye.